Hey everyone, it's Justine, and today I'm going to be doing a top 10 favorite things for crafty supplies that have come out in 2015 or have been trendy in 2015. Now, I wanted to create this video for not only to make a sum up of all the amazing things that I've discovered in 2015, but also if you are looking for a gift for yourself or the stamper in your life that you have an idea of what to get for the holidays. So let's get started. These are in no particular order. But the first one I wanted to start off with is number 1, Holtz Inks 2015 and Mini Inks. So in January of last year at CHA, Tim Holtz debuted a new line. And so how it works is there are 12 inks and one for each month. They're released on the Friday of each month in 2015. You can see I have some of the big pads here. And how it is that each month one of these colors is released in the big pad along with the re-inker, the spray, the paint, the stain, everything you need, the marker. And then after 4 months are over, they release a 4-pack of the 4 colors that were previously in the mini inks. So every 4 months they're available in mini inks in a pack of 4. And then supposedly at the end of 2015, so I'm guessing in the first couple weeks of January 2016, all of them are going to be released, all 12 colors, in the mini inks. Now what's super awesome about this is the fact that it's affordable, so you're only buying 1 ink a month and you're building up your collection. I absolutely love the bright colors that have come out, but a couple dark ones have come out too, like Blueprint Sketch and Ground Pistachio. My favorites are definitely Abandoned Coral and Twisted Citron. I can't pick between the two of them. They're just so bright and fun and easy to blend with other colors. And that was the amazing part about Distress Inks this year. But not only that, was that the introduction of mini inks. Now the mini inks, and they fit in this awesome distress tin, are really affordable. I believe they're $2.99 each. And so these are perfect for anyone who doesn't use distress inks too much, or anyone who just wants a load of colors of distress inks, but hey, you can't afford the big pads. They are expensive. And what's really great, you can buy the re-inkers for them, and then you can just re-ink them as you need them. For me personally, I still like the big pads because I do a ton of blending for my cards, and I just like that it covers more with my blending tool, but the mini inks are definitely an awesome alternative. Number 2 is definitely something that has been super trendy this year, and these are the Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. Now, I was a member of the Stamping Enablers and Stamp Junkies of groups on Facebook, and these have definitely gone over very, very well in the crafting community, and they come in such a wide variety of colors. You can get, I believe there's 80 colors, but you can get a 12-pack, a 24, I believe there's a 30 and a 60 if I'm not mistaken. And I am really fortunate to have this 12-pack, and I'm very fortunate thanks to Payel, or Beaumonde as many of you know her, as she sent me this 12-pack to experiment with because I really wanted to try them out, but I unfortunately couldn't get my hands on them here in Europe at the time. Now these are really great, and to me the 12-pack is actually enough for me personally. What I really like to do is white embossed flowers, and then you can use the brushes to do that. Now what's really great is you can apply these direct to paper, and then you can add water to get a variety of tones. So direct to paper is going to give you the darkest tone, and then you can then just add some water and then make it go lighter and lighter. Now they don't blend really fluidly like watercolors. They do need a bit of work, and they aren't going to blend as much as using paints, but they are a good alternative, and you have a lot of control over them because they're a marker and not a paint. So you can use them on a wet surface, on a dry surface. It won't ruin the marker. Really awesome markers to be using. Now if you want to see a video of me using these Zig markers, you can check up here in the corner. Now I have to say, I personally love the markers for that white embossing on flowers look, but for or to do a background, but other than that, I don't use them too often. Some people have said they really love them, and some people have said there was a bit of a learning curve with them. So if you are looking to invest in them, maybe invest just in the 12-pack at first, or the 24, instead of spending all the money on the 60-pack. Now on to number 3, and things are going to get a little crazy in here. We've got the bird crazy things and the dies. So the bird crazy, whether you like them or you hate them, have definitely been a trend this year when they debuted at CHA in January. Now I think they've been so successful because they're just so different, and the expressions on their faces can be read in multiple ways. You've got sort of a sad look, a surprised look, a crazy look, a shocked look. You know, you have all these different looks from these little birds, and they're just so funny that you can't help but love them. At least I can't. And they also come with these crazy things. You can also buy, they don't come with it, sorry, but you can buy them separately. And I believe there's a crazy sayings as well, where you can get some sentiments that go with them as well. Now they're perfect for any occasion. You've got birthdays, you've got these funny hats to dress them up, you've got these little hearts, and you've got ties and glasses to dress them up with. You can make them creative with some brushes, a pencil, and a paintbrush. You can go in and do some Valentine's Day with some flowers or an I'm sorry and some hearts. And you've got an American flag for the 4th of July or anything patriotic, the bunny ears for Easter. You've also got the Halloween with the witch's hat, the jack-o'-lantern, and the witch's broom. You have the graduation, and then also for Christmas. So you can really use these bird dice for such a variety of things by just adding this other stamp set. Now, Tim Holtz also debuted later in the year that there are dies that coordinate with this set. I'm going to talk a little bit about the dies, and then you can decide whether you need them or not. Now, for me personally, I don't think I needed the bird dies. Now, the bird dies cut them out, and they also cut out the eyes, so you can make their eyes bulgy, their beaks, and their wings also 3D. Now, that's really cool, but I do a lot of direct-to-paper stamping, so if you plan on doing direct-to-paper stamping, you actually don't need to cut out the birds, or it's not really necessary, or for the few things you need to cut them out, you could cut them out by hand and save yourself some money. But if you plan on doing a lot of birds on 3D foam tape, these are really awesome. They cut directly to the bird, so you have no white space around it, which is really great. Now this die is a definite must-have. You do not want to be masking off and cutting out and doing all these things for your birds. And what's great is that they cut out directly against the stamp. There are 33 dies in this set, so the price is actually really good for these because it comes with every single thing. So you can stamp, color it, die cut it out, and place it directly on your bird. So there's no need for masking or anything like that, or you could use these dies to make a mask and then mask it so it's all on one layer. So those are really fantastic. I absolutely adore them. Moving on to number 4, we have the layering stamps, or 1, 2, 3 stamping, which has come out and become very popular in 2015. Now there are a variety of companies that make this. I believe Altany was the first, but I'm not 100% sure. I have this vintage flowers one. So how it works is you stamp the background or the full stamp in the lightest color and add each layer. So for example, you'd stamp that one in the lightest, you'd go into the medium shade with the one in the middle and then the darkest shade here, and you get a really awesome and realistic looking stamp. And so you can see here in this card, this is going to be an upcoming video that you're getting a preview of. I've done that layered stamping, and you can see how realistic and awesome this stamp actually looks. So the Ton has done one as well with these holiday bows, which has been an extremely popular stamp set for Christmas this year. And it also looks really fantastic. There are other companies that have done them too. I believe Stampin' Up! Did one, W+9, Simon Says Stamp. There are a variety that have caught onto the trend, and these are really awesome ways of making your stamps look more real. I really can't talk about layering stamps without talking about number 5s, Altenew inks, and mini inks. So Altenew has decided that because they came out with these stamp sets, they might as well come out with ink colors that make sense with the 1, 2, 3 stamping technique. So you have these yellow ones here. For example, you start off with buttercream. There's yellow, pink, green, you've got buttercream, then you go to the warm sunshine, which is your 1, 2, 3 stamping, and then to caramel toffee for your last layer. But you can also layer up in different ways. You can start with dark to light, light to dark. You can start with a 1, 2, 3, or you can start off with a 2, 3, 4 ink, and they come in yellow, pink, green, I believe purple and blue just came out, as well as another set, but I'm not 100% sure if those ones particularly coordinate well. So these are awesome stamps. They stamp really smooth, and again, they're available in mini inks, so they're very affordable, and they fit in these little Tim Holtz tins as well. I'll be doing a giveaway for one of these inks at the end of the video. Now, I don't want to be biased because I'm on the design team, but I think number 6, Create a Smile card kits, or Create a Smile kits rather, you can use them for anything, are my absolute favorite thing of 2015. 2 have come out already, called Sending Sunshine and Snow Dance. I'm going to be linking to them in the corner in just a minute here, and you can check those out if you want to. Now, what's really great is there's a video hop that goes on with these kits, so you get tons of ideas and inspiration from the design team on how to use the kit. Now, there are many things that come in the kit, and they're absolutely amazing. What's really great is that there's no mandatory subscription, and they don't come out monthly, so you can kind of not worry about having to get them every month and having to spend a lot of money. Now, the kits are about 35 euros. They're about $40 US, with shipping being less than $5, and they are very affordable. They come with a stamp, a stencil, usually a die, embellishments. They come with paper, and super thick paper, which is super awesome. Came with these chipboards, shapes with these words. It comes with enamel stick-ons. They're really, really great value for your money, and you get everything you need to make amazing, beautiful cards. I can't recommend them enough, so make sure you sign up for Creative Smiles newsletter. I'll link to that below in the description, and as well as on my blog, so that you don't miss out on those card kits, because you definitely don't want to. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is number 7, I Watercolors, or the watercolor trend. Now, the watercolor trend's been around for a little while now in card making, and I just recently invested in these I Watercolors. Now, before I had Crayola ones, the cheap ones, I had watercolors in a tube. I tried to save money but get good quality, and that just didn't work. And these watercolors are really a premium watercolor. Now, they're not too expensive. You can get them usually on Amazon. I bought the 24 pack, but if you're looking for something like a gold and silver, then I would recommend going for the next bigger pack. I believe it's a 32 pack. That'll get you a few more colors here. Absolutely love the quality of these things. When you add them to water, they spread so nicely. Makes just a massive difference in my watercoloring. And it comes with all these different shades, so I can get a lot of really great shading that I'll coordinate together. So I can't recommend this set enough, and I'm not exactly 100% sure why it took me so long to get these, but I finally got them, and I absolutely love them. Now for number 8, I'm going to talk about the stitched look or stitched dies that have been on the market for a little while now. I've got a few different ones. I've got circles, I've got rectangles, and I've got some stitched tags. Now these stitches are really great. I know a lot of people who were saying they had already their dies, their circles, their rectangles. They were super satisfied, but when they saw the look of the stitched dies, they just had to have them, and many sold their old ones to buy the new ones. Now this stitching is absolutely great because it stitches, Simon Says Stamp ones stitch on the inside and the outside. So whether you're cutting out a frame or cutting out a rectangle for your card, you're going to get that stitched look, which is really great and versatile. Absolutely love the way that it looks on cards. It gives it a little extra texture without being too much, and I definitely couldn't live without them, and in my sort of world, because I just love the way that they add something extra to it. And once again, they just make your card look so much better. I can't talk about them enough because I use them just all the time. I absolutely love them, and I don't think I've touched my plain circles or rectangles since I got these ones. Now, number 9 are new companies. Now, not all of the companies here are the companies that are come out in 2015. Some of them came out a little bit earlier, but have really been gaining their momentum in 2015. So I have to say, new companies are awesome. We've got Creative Smile, So Susie Stamps, Cardcord and Ninth, The Ton, Pretty Pink, Posh, and Altenew. There's also, I believe, Little Inkers started, I think, last year as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, it's hard to find the start dates where these companies actually started, but the more and more companies that are coming out, it's giving us crazy crafters more and more reason to craft, and more variety, and more people that are sharing their talents. So I'm truly grateful for all the companies that have come out in 2015 or have just been creating amazing stamps. So a big thank you goes out to them. So I hope you enjoy some of the new companies. Let me know below if there's any other new companies you've discovered in the last little while that you really like, and I'll get those and check them out as well. Now I've been sort of saving the best for last here, number 10 with the Misty, the most incredible stamping tool invented. Now this truly is an incredible stamping tool. I have a whole series on how to use it. Unfortunately, the sound is slightly off on it, so I apologize on a couple of the videos. I'll link to those below in the corner though, to a couple of different Misty videos where you can see how to use this. But pretty much it's a very simple concept. You can stamp in the same spot over and over and over again. You can create bulk cards so easily with this thing. Absolutely amazing. So what you do is you lay your cardstock in here, what you need to stamp on. You put your stamp, you arrange all your stamps on there, pick them up using the acrylic lid here. Then you just simply ink them up, stamp it back down, and again, if you make a mistake or your stamp doesn't stamp the entire way, or you have that solid stamp that has some white space in the middle, you can stamp over and over and over again as much as you need to get that stamp to work out the way you want it to. So it's absolutely amazing, and it makes really quick and easy bulk cards. You always stamp in the same place. You never drop your stamp anymore on your card and ruin the whole card at the last minute there. I can't talk about this tool enough. If you don't have one yet, you definitely need to try one and see if it's for you. I personally don't use it every time I stamp, I have to say that, just because I'm not really sure why. I just prefer to use a different variety of things. But I have to say, for bulk stamping and for stamping those finicky solid stamps and bulk, again, making bulk cards, it's definitely what I need. So thanks so much for everyone for tuning into this video. I absolutely appreciate it. Now I wanted to do a giveaway for this Altenew Crisp Inks. This is one of the larger size of those 1, 2, 3 stampings. So just in the comments below, let me know what your favorite thing of 2015 is, or what your favorite thing is from the list of things that I mentioned, and you'll be entered to win this giveaway. If you're interested in anything you see on this video, I'll have it linked below in the supply list or on my blog. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and enjoy the holidays.